Here's another one of those mind benders for you. I was finishing it off here. The thermometer. What's so special about the damn thermometer? It's sunshine. Everything in it. But you're not really looking at it like that from a material standpoint. More the material scientist, the engineer is going to put that thermostat somewheres. It may be optical, and therefore it serves a transistor. Like, well, GPT, you got two options. You can put some kind of sensor in there, so when the mercury in the tube hits this number, what we call Fahrenheit or Celsius, that you do that. And that's some physical pressure, because mercury in a glass ampule will produce pressure because its density changes, and therefore what's going on in there. Well, okay, let's not take for advantage Cinnabar for a minute here and just eat one across the face. Being able to actually quantify a pure element like that, or at least close. Now, it might have some difference, but that's actually a pretty solid calc when you think about what sunshine is and why, given the conditions over the distance of alcohol in solution. There's the heads, there's the tail. You got petroleum, and is a distillate, and that's a lot of your Bose-Einstein condensate, where charges want to condensate. They want to come up or drop down. They want to be a vapor or they want to be a liquid. They want to be, by math, this number, and therefore in their little box, and just be molecular moles. Short of some of the, again, material science, where after, like, apparently carbon or iron on the periodic table, you need some supernova stuff. So that means no matter what I do, that's like taking Cinnabar, which way past there, past iron, and going digging it up. A lot of the elements that are in there are going to what? Produce nitrogen, hydrogen, oxygen. I don't know many, or how to do neon exactly. I'll have to look into that one. But hydrogen is a gas in an ampule with some electrons going through it, is going to emit some system. Now, I don't know exactly how stable that is, if we're going to argue some of those material sciences, like why it emits the light, because the gamma radiation off of the Feynman diagram here is essentially what this is. We got an electron in and a positron electron out, where it flipped charges somewhere's in here. You got some wigglies, and then I think it's P and P coming out, but they're stable P's, because the gamma, or the gluon that's produced out of this, some radiation, most likely on the heavy end of the spectrum, but I'm sure that it's got to be some kind of heat coming off of it too, XY, as the electron and neutron. We know the heat produced because of it. When something like this is that, and you can quantify it to a photon, well, that photon's going to emit a spectrum, and that spectrum's going to go back to the light in the human eye on the thermometer. Doing some quantum mechanics, baby.